Oh no. I'm resident of Colorwood for YouTube. Joel Saints.
Joel, only mice can hear you at this point. That's the highest you've ever done that.
Yes, I know. I know. My voice is going in and out all day. I've been doing all sorts of things. Won't say what I've done. No, I've been yelling at the TV today, but that and the computer screen. But anyway, that's my buddy Patrick McCray. That's my buddy Alan Gallant. We're here to review Star Trek Continues, which this episode gets into racism a bit, quite heavily a bit,
What?
and well, sort of.
Racism?
Well, racism and
Misogyny.
equality, we'll say. Misogyny.
Mostly misogyny, yes.
Yes,
Feminism. Yeah, it's the feminist episode.
yes. Should a woman be Star Trek captain?
Oh, yes, please.
Why the hell not? First of all, I love the new set designs we get on this episode, from the planet they're on to the way it looks. It looked good. What did you guys think here?
Of the episode overall, or of the set
Yes,
design,
the whole kit and caboodle.
I'll tell you. I mentioned this before, so I've sort of spoiled my opinion on it. I think it's a great episode, and I think one of the things I really like about it is it is not a feminism episode. It's not the. It is the feminism the feminism episode as it would have been done in 1970.
Yes.
For a new season.
Yeah.
And I think that's terrific. It is one of the most interesting pieces of truly speculative fiction, in terms of speculating how another era would deal with a social issue.
Mm-hmm. But it's definitely first wave. It's not second wave.
It sure as heck is. Wave. Yeah.
Really good written episode. The writer did a really great job writing this episode. And I like too how you have one problem going on the planet and another problem going on the Enterprise. They're trying to rescue the ship.
Hull, damn it! Before we all die.
Yeah, fix it all. Fix the hull.
The ship.
Scotty is in charge, and usually that means catastrophe.
Well,
so
that's a shame for Scotty.
He fixes it. He destroys it, and then he fixes it and says, "Look what I did."
It's like if Worf's on a mission, he's gonna get his ass kicked.
Yes.
If O'Brien's on an episode, he must be tortured.
It's gonna be awful.
So
being Irish is bad.
Yes, there are rules in Star Trek that must be followed. Oh my gosh, I really love what they did with Chekhov in this episode. I think that was really, really smart, because again, you're with a show with something like this. Like, I didn't know how much character development we were going to get, and so far I've been pleasantly surprised, because again, a lot of this you could look at it. Is it fan service? I mean, some of it, but it's really, really, really well written and acted and performed fan service.
Yeah, no, it's written at a high standard. No doubt about that.
It's more like for damn service.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Here, Dad, and this is how you should write Dark Shadows. Instead of repeating yourself over and over and over.
Please, Mr. Curtis, please put down the golf club. Yes, that would be.
On camera soon if you keep thinking.
Yeah, it's we get to see the innovative and semi-heroic side of Chekhov in this episode. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. I do like too how Kirk and other members had suspicions about the future female captain. It's like, okay, like there was this incident, there were question marks around it, but not just question marks around that one. There were question marks around some of her other things, and it's like, okay. But Spock is not without his own faults here.
He has ambition. There's no doubt about that. I mean, his human side dictates certain things going on in this episode.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And they have a Vulcan or a Vulcan on the committee, I think, or something like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah, the guy that's in he's in one of the new Star Trek movies as well.
cool, cool.
Who
Yeah.
is it?
Um, let me get his name again. I will find it.
And what does he play in the new?
That's what I have to find out because I'm not remembering. I did a little research earlier, but
Now there was a guy on the production end of Star Trek named James Comack,
yeah,
and he shows up in the new Star Trek movies as an admiral, but it's just by name. Tyler
right,
Perry plays him.
yeah. This guy's name is Bo Billingsley. It's the African American guy who's playing in Commodore there,
Oh yeah, sure.
and Star Trek Into Darkness. And let's see, his filmography should list the. He has extensive television credits: Baywatch, Moonlighting, NYPD Blue. Star Trek continues, obviously. NCIS continued. He's continuing to do work. He's well up into his 70s now, I believe. Yeah, he plays Captain Abbott. Not sure who that character is.
In this episode?
No, in Into Darkness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, who knows? Because you have Starfleet headquarters being destroyed there, so it could be any number of
Yeah. Yes.
people.
Yeah. He's there, but he does. He has extensive film and television credits, so he's got chops, no doubt. I semi-recognize him from some of the television shows that he's done. I think. Yes. I was looking at him, going, "Oh, that guy. He's done stuff, outside of this. I know I've seen him."
Yeah.
But obviously, Aaron Gray is also a nice little coup for this episode.
Really, really, it's so nice. It's so nice to see these people again, but to see them actually given scripts
Yeah.
where they can
Yeah.
act and not just pose in spandex.
Yeah, and do
Um,
cameos.
yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of the older actors, that's what they get. They end up getting cameos for nostalgia purposes. And although this still is kind of, it still pushes the nostalgia button, it's a real role.
Yeah. And they do it right too. I mean, that's the thing. It's not. This doesn't feel like it's done just being done for nostalgia's
No.
sake.
No.
It feels like it's really it's compelling television.
Yeah, none of this is done just for that. Because otherwise, you could just have a walkthrough and have that happen. You wouldn't have to wring your hands over scripts and editing and trying to cast all of this stuff and spend large amounts of money for what it is in order to achieve this. So
Here's a question for you guys, because since we're watchers, what's something you'd like to see done with Star Trek?
Is he done with Star Trek?
Yeah, from a storyline standpoint.
Oh, well, yeah, I can tell you. I don't know if anyone would really be up there to write it well or satisfying. Certainly wouldn't be something that is satisfying for everyone or even for almost anyone. But uh, to see something that actually dealt with the war, and that dealt with two aspects that are the twin elephants in the room: capitalism and religion.
right.
Because when you're on the other side of that war, those are the two things that are conspicuously gone.
Right.
You know, poverty is not a lifestyle choice. It's not a philosophy.
Right.
Same can be said for starvation and all of the other things that they say were cured by humanity after
After the war. Right.
yeah, racism, etc. So these are not philosophies. These are just aberrant tragedies of wrong thinking and terrible circumstance. capitalism is a philosophy.
Right.
And actually, the one thing it has going for it, it rarely gets spaketh, which is that it requires no initiation of force, in theory.
In theory.
In theory, yeah, in theory. And that but and religion certainly is a fundamental philosophy. And those are the two things that are gone.
Mm-hmm.
And so, by implication, those are two things that either caused the war or were swept up in the war and
Sure.
ended up, the extinguishing of them in popular society, by implication, had to be one of the ways the war was resolved.
Yeah.
I mean, that is Star Trek's biggest unavoidable
That's
elephant
the
in the room.
transition of humanity, basically, that's
Yeah.
referred to a lot.
And so that story.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I know that Doctor Who actually did some of that with the. They attempted it with the supposed destruction of Gallifrey itself, and what that did in terms of what who was left, but also the War Doctor, played by John Hurt, was really that. It was an encapsulated version. This what you're talking about should be an extended thing.
This is
Yeah,
I mean, this is a
yeah,
big, massive 10-hour miniseries.
yeah, 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 yeah. That would be very interesting. Yeah, for me, something that epic would be, and that important because it is a very important idea. It hangs like a shadow over the whole original series, really. I mean, in terms of what came out of it. So, how did it happen? At what cost did we receive? The end of these things.
And how did we rebuild so quickly?
All right. Did we? Did we? Did we? Did we? Was that when we started to send, spacecraft out and make contact with people that could help us, or other races that could help us? Or
Well, it's in the rubble of that was it April 5th, 2122 will be a first contact day. So I think it's 2122. And that's obviously a big deal.
yes, it is.
And so Enterprise, I think, downplays it a little bit, but I think the Vulcans did a lot to help us rebuild. I think there may be a second, or not a second Prime Directive, but a corollary to the Prime Directive, that if a race is found to be of sufficient sophistication technologically, and if they have reached certain benchmarks socially, rebuild the hell out of them. They're happy to help them rebuild.
Yeah.
I would love that to be that. God damn, that's a good idea for an episode.
Yeah. And the Vulcans that made first contact would realize, okay, the planet itself is experiencing a rebirth. It's verdant again, and it looks like people are actually caring about that. Plus, whatever societies have been. I don't know if at that point there's city states or nation states or what's going on, because they really don't go into that detail. I mean, it's not that, but something positive is coming out of this.
The prime corollary.
Yeah.
And think of the advantage that would have, is that it would prevent work capable societies from going bad.
Yeah.
Because you then have a benevolent hand in their sovereign restructuring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. With this, what did you guys think of the set designs here?
They're all beholden to the original. They all work very well. I have no problem with this. When they go to the hood and all of that sort of thing is going on, where the core drama of the episode is happening, and they're going to blow up, and all of this stuff is going to happen. It was great, and it's right on point as far as I'm concerned. The whole thing, the style of the tension building is very much would be 1970 Star Trek, from
Well, Jewel, you warned Scotty that if he went into the hood wearing that outfit, he wasn't going to make it out alive.
Yeah, I did warn him. I
That
did warn him.
little outfit.
I did warn him, and he didn't listen, but it's okay. He did make it out alive, so I was wrong.
But
He's
almost
been robbing Damian Edwards' closet, which is pretty easy because Damian Edwards takes up most of it.
It's true.
Well, Damian Edwards tried to call. Damian Edwards, I heard from a reliable source of mine that Damian Edwards tried to call Scotty, and Scotty did not pick up.
No.
So, there
Scotty
you go.
took one look at that terry cloth freight collared leisure suit and said no.
That's right.
Polyester, yeah, okay, I'll do that. Stretch tops, yeah, no problem. No, not this terry cloth shit. Okay, it's dirty. Too easy.
Yeah. What I love most too about this episode, other than the little like makeshift trial they have here, is the fact that the crew is in danger on the hood. I mean, and it's Scotty is sort of showing. It's sort of like like you sort of wish split screen was going on with the two scenes where Scotty is making the decision, just go, and Chekhov comes up with the idea, and here's this trial, and here's this. You have a woman who's being questioned about her decisions, and Scotty's making the decision. Look, just because he knows, hey, the people with him are going to die. But Chekhov finally goes, nope, I have an idea, and it ends up paying off. It might not have, but it's very much Star Trek in every way. And that's the best compliment I can give.
It is, and the explosion of the hood is a little Deus ex machina in terms of, well, we don't have to make a decision. But the denouement and the discussion that occurs in that sort of elevates it. So, but when it first happens, it's like, don't have to make that decision now.
No.
For all the hood references, I want you to know I'm sending you guys a bunch of Dr. Dre songs.
Oh, good old Andre.
Oh my God!
You were in medical school with him.
Yeah.
Oh shit! What did you guys think of the little makeshift trial they had going on here?
It's perfect, and that set is wonderful. Yes. Again, another, the conference room set, which was used at various times.
Yeah,
really cool stuff, and the questions being posed in the Shatnerian way and written in a Shatnerian way is also very true and true to form. And it is interesting because you've got this. Yeah, I agree, Captain. It would be nice to have a female. Blah blah. Still, I would like that position too. Well, I'm
being the female
to your desk.
I'm being the female.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where inevitably it boils down to. Yes, this is the right thing to do, and we'll do it the next time we have an opportunity. And B, it's a buddy moment between Kirk and Spock.
Yeah, it is, and it's a funny one too. So that's the thing too. Like you have Kirk does think it's time for a woman captain. He's just not sure about her. Like he has questions.
Right.
And so does the female too. The female judge here, or whatever you want to call her. The count.
Yeah, she's the what is she? The space station commandant, I guess.
Yeah,
Commander Gray.
Yes. But yeah, what's you guys' favorite scenes here?
I think the Garrett's summation is pretty satisfying, and I like the little bit of a philosophical verbal shrug she gives to Kirk's logic at the end, which is that's not my that's I know that's not the the answer you want, but that's my answer.
Mhm.
And I like that she's going to hew to that,
Yeah.
which is kind of a vision of third wave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would add on top of that that Chekhov gets his moment in the stars.
He sure does.
Yes.
That's nice.
Yes. Yeah, I like her attitude because it's just like she's ballsy enough to be a captain in every way. I mean, she has,
absolutely.
so she's ready.
She's read The Second Sex. She's getting ready to read Germaine Greer.
Keep her away from Catherine McKinnon and Andrea Dorgan, whatever you do. It's not a party until they show up.
That's true.
The
Bloodbath. I mean, it's a great party. Yeah, that's it.
yes.
Popcorn.
Oh my gosh, but yeah, really good episode, really well written. I can't say enough good things about this series. Really great.
Now, I had forgotten about the next one. I had thought the next one was that's what starships are for, something like that. But the next one isn't that. It's a sequel to the Tholian Web.
Very cool.
And it's got something really, really special about it. It's a sequel to the Tholian Web, written by the author of the Tholian Web.
Oh,
yeah, that's cool.
Judy Burns. And so she is able to she's able to write another Star Trek episode. And Judy's a great lady. She's really terrific.
Mm-hmm.
She taught at my university.
Cool.
And was just, I loved her to death. Oh God, we were so lucky to have her. And she wrote the Tholian Web when she was just a kid. I think she's like 1920.
Yeah.
And she had tape recorded Kirk and McCoy and Spock and to get the rhythms of their speech down. And that was her writing school.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it worked.
It's a really good writing school for screenplay because that's what you do as a writer. You write for those actors, the things that are successful that they develop.
So it deals with Kirk trapped on the Defiant. The other Kirk, there are two Kirks in the transporter thing that happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's one's going in and out of phase, and so there's one that's stuck over there. And he, they have a computer over there that's based on Kirk's reasoning anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And it evolves, and it becomes Tiberius.
Oh.
And so when they find Kirk, somehow the Defiant has wound up in some part of space that was remote and maybe back in time or something like that. And so Kirk has stayed alive for, I think, over 200 years, but it's because Tiberius is now obsessed with Kirk, and it's of course the Shatner voice. You know, it's Vic's voice is Tiberius also. So you've got Kirk in triplicate. You've got Kirk as this sort of power mad AI, Tiberius. It's a wonderful payoff of that middle name.
Mm-hmm.
And you have the aged Kirk, so we get back to Deadly Years kind of Kirk, and then the Vic Mignogna Kirk.
Yeah.
All three, engaged in wacky hijinks. It's a pretty deep episode.
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll do that tomorrow night, guys.
The Shadow. Got it. Yep.
So link to Patrick McCray's Dark Shadows Day Book of Bound is going to be in the description box. Link to Alan Gallant's YouTube channel, Collins Port After Dark, is going to be in the description box. So yeah, check him out. He's got some awesome videos, and Alan will tell you all about collecting stuff.
I will tell you about collectibles. Yes.
Yeah. I have a question for you, Alan. What's the most rarest collectible?
Whoa. Well, I mean, obviously, there are several objects from the show that have been put up to auction. Those would be considered to be among the rarest of them. Several portraits, including a very fragile version of the Quentin portrait after it's aged.
Right.
That's out there. That's a real thing. That's been owned. That's been in and out of several collectors' hands over the years. in terms of merchandising, there are several Grail items, and probably the rarest of those would be the complete Ben Cooper costume, the Barnabas Collins costume.
Okay.
That routinely, I won't say routinely because it doesn't sell that often, but when it does, it's it's over $1,500 now.
Yeah.
The last price I got for it, and it's probably will be higher than that the next time it sells. Because there are only a couple of them floating around out there. There's almost nothing. The other one would be the wristwatch, which came out in 1970, did not sell well, and they just discontinued it really quickly. So there may only be a couple of those in collectors' hands, and they probably aren't going to move until somebody dies. So that's how rare those ones are. Yeah.
Cool. Stick around. I got something to tell you guys.
Cool.
All right.